In conclusion, the United States, North America, and the entire world, Latin America and the Caribbean, know that this is a military operation meant to intimidate and to seek regime change, destabilize Venezuela, break it into pieces as they did with Libya and Syria, and seize and steal our oil, gas, iron, and gold, in which 47 representatives of the media are participating. It is a judicial aggression. When they criminalize us, it is a political aggression with their daily threatening statements. It is a diplomatic aggression and an aggression that is moving toward a military nature. It is empowered by international law to comprehensively confront this aggression. This is not a tension, it is an aggression. In conclusion, the United States, North America, and the entire world, Latin America and the Caribbean, know that this is a military operation meant to intimidate and to seek regime change, destabilize Venezuela, break it into pieces as they did with Libya and Syria, and seize and steal our oil, gas, iron, and gold. And that has not happened, nor will it happen. Exactly 5 weeks ago, Venezuela was threatened. The operation was conducted with a naval force that included missile ships and a nuclear submarine. This was followed by an offensive involving aerial bombing and a ground invasion, ultimately resulting in the occupation of the country. 5 weeks ago, Nicolás Maduro Moro, the constitutional president of Venezuela and revolutionary leader of our America, this young man you saw there at the high school where he began his journey exactly 50 years ago. He was threatened along with several of our comrades, including General Padrino Diosdado Cabello Rondon. And what have we done during these 5 weeks? Unite the people of Venezuela, empower the people of Venezuela, train the people of Venezuela, and defend our truth from the streets of Venezuela and around the world. This war would be a war for regime change, for Venezuelan oil, for gas, for Venezuelan gold, for natural resources. What they say is a lie, that from Venezuela they send a large amount of drugs. That's a lie. President Trump was wrong about the figure he mentioned. He said 300 million. No, it's 100,000 Americans who die every year, unfortunately, painfully, due to the effects of drugs, but drugs like fentanyl. The status
currently of their communication channels is that diplomatic relations have been restored.
There are no production laboratories here in Venezuela. And when we find them, we blow them up. Either with the territorial presence of our military forces, or we bomb them. With drones or with aircraft. That's correct, right? So that is absolutely a lie. If life puts us in a position where we have to take up arms to start an armed struggle against imperialist aggression, our people will do it calmly, confidently, and even with joy.
Is there communication with these countries after this?
Today I can announce that communications with the United States government are broken off. They are broken off. Because of them, with their threats of bombs, deaths, and blackmail. That's not how we operate. With threats and by force, there will never, ever be anything. And they know it. So we went from a stage of damaged relations, of communication, to broken off.
That's it? Okay. Who
gave the order? You can't ask the generals and admirals here. For a military operation of that kind, someone gave the order from Washington. Who gave the order in Washington? For a missile destroyer to send 18 armed Marines to raid a tuna fishing vessel, to intimidate a group of deep-sea fishermen.
Good afternoon. The first question would be a clarification regarding the answer.
Volker Trump is cool. He should also be concerned about the kidnapping of boys and girls in the United States, because his inaction allows the UN to keep fading away, and to be as diminished as the United Nations is now. Unfortunately, one day we will rescue it. We will recover it.
Donald Trump made a statement this Sunday about Venezuela. He claimed that the 2020 election...
I ask the people of the United States, are you going to let yourselves be deceived again so that they start a war in South America and the Caribbean that drags the United States and North America into another endless war? That's my big question. Are you going to let yourselves be deceived again by lies about Venezuela and drug trafficking to justify the unjustifiable and let them use military force and missiles to attack tuna fishermen and other types of workers?
He did not rule out attacks on Venezuelan territory. I would like to know your reaction to these comments and also to know...
I have taken an initiative and I want to announce it. I want to inform you that I have sent a formal letter to several presidents across Latin America and the Caribbean. The first leader to receive this correspondence was the president of CELAC, Gustavo Petro. The purpose of this communication is to request that an urgent special conference be convened for Latin America and the Caribbean, with the primary goal of reinforcing the sovereignty and ensuring the peace of the entire Caribbean region. And for CELAC to decisively take the lead in a truly intensive and comprehensive process of ongoing talks and meaningful dialogues, in order to fully enforce the important declaration of Latin America and the Caribbean as a recognized and respected territory of peace. We need to make the series while the topic is still hot, about the kidnapping, torture, and liberation of the 252 Venezuelans who were in the concentration camp in Naibu, which I believe would be a great success. You know where a movie like that would be a big hit? In the United States, in El Salvador?